What is up, guys? Halves from the SuperCoach Experience here. Today's video is me giving my 3-2-1 in each position. Watch out for the article in the SuperCoach NRL Facebook page and Daily Telegraph next week, where me and the SuperCoach Experience boys give our opinions on this matter. 3 points, Harry Grant, locked into number 9, 80 minutes. He is 100% the best 9 in the game. The Brendan Smith factor is very scary, but I've got no doubt that he starts at 9, and if he does start at 9 in round 2, well then he is an absolute steal, even though he is at premium price. 2 points, Reed Marnie on Big and Reed Marnie this year. Averaged 108 in the first 6 games last year, and with an easy draw to start off this year, I think he can replicate it. 1 point goes to Chris Randall. Cheapies are hard to come by, 245,000. Likely playing 80 minutes. It's just too hard to pass up onto. Forwards, 3 points goes to Payne Haas. Obviously, Payne Haas is the premium option at front row. Whether you want to spend that much money in your front row, but just save the trade now and lock it in for the season. 2 points goes to Stefano. Averaged 65 nearly last year in the last 8 games, but he's only priced at a 53 average. Lots of upside in him, and he's got lots of value. 450k. I like Stefano at the price. Bit of a rogue one here, but 1 point goes to Jacob Safidi. Averaged 55 minutes in the last 8 games last year compared to the start of the season where he only averaged 40 minutes. Given he starts in the prop area, I think he is an absolute go. I think I'm going to look back on this and be like, what the Savs. Second row, 3 points goes to David Fafita. He's an absolute wrecking ball. He is going to be the premium second row option this year. Hopefully Holbrook doesn't screw around with him and he starts at second row this year. Angus Crichton, number 2, only scored 9 tries last year, which is actually pretty good for a forward, but we know that that's down on what he can produce. He was quiet last year. He went unnoticed and he still averaged 76. I think with all hands on deck at the Roosters, he is one that's going to benefit from it, and his average could go through the roof. 1 point goes to Ewan Aiken. Now, I know everyone's stacking Ewan Aiken up in their centre wing, but trust me, go with the times. The new rules are favouring the back line. The fact that you can get Ewan Aiken in second row with a back line centre wing ability to score tries, lock it in. Absolutely lock it in. He's in my side at second row, and I love it. Halves, 3 points goes to Nathan Cleary. Shoulder injury is worrying, and if he does make for round 1, I will be worried that he's still a bit tender and a bit underdone, but he's by far the best halfback option. You've got to go Nathan Cleary. Maybe not start the year, but he's got to be a priority at some point very early. 2 points goes to Lachlan Ilias. Again, cheapies are hard to come by, and he's locked in to start the year, so you got to go for him. 1 point goes to SJ. Now, I know he's not the SuperCoach player he once was, but he's got a nice friendly draw to start the season. With Reece Walsh gone, he will start the goal kicking to start the season. However, this is probably his last chance as a SuperCoach option for mine. I love SJ. He's still one of my favourite players, but his game has evolved into something that is not that SuperCoach friendly. I mean, it's still SuperCoach friendly, but he doesn't go the big 130 plus scores like you want halfbacks to do. 5'8", 3 points goes to Munster. I mean, off the alcohol, you see what it did with Cody Walker and Tom Trbojevic in the last few years. Cameron Munster is a prime example. Contract year, off-season controversy. I expect a big bounce back from Munster this year, and he's under 10% at the moment. He's at about 8% ownership at the moment because he's missing round 1. So if you can take that hit for round 1, I think he's in for a massive year. 3 tons last year and still averaged 74. Munster, you got to think about it. 2 points go to Jackson Hastings. I've already talked about Hastings, why he's in my side. I mean, this is just a recap of my side, really. He's going to goal kick for the Tigers. Yes, they got a bit of a rough draw, but he's got something to prove, so that's why I like it, especially at the price. 1 point at 5'8". Amon, if he gets that 5'8" spot, he's a lock. 280,000. I think he's someone you've probably got to start with. I really like Amon, and I think once the draw opens up a bit more friendly, he's going to be a nice person to have when that happens. Centre wings, 3 points goes to Tony Staggs. We know he's a premium centre wing option, and he's an absolute wrecking ball. $430,000 because of injury last year. He is an absolute steal. 2 points goes to Ruben Garrick. Centre wings premiums are really undervalued in this preseason, I think. And once round 3 hits against the Bulldogs, I think Garrick's goal kicking is going to reap the rewards of Tom Trebojevic's magic. 1 point goes to DWZ, Dallin Pitini-Zelezniak. I know this is a weird one, but he's a 0.6% ownership. If he's playing on the right wing outside SJ, friendly draw first 6 rounds, he is 100% going to reap the rewards from that. Fullback, 3 points, Pappenhausen. He's completely undervalued and can produce better than Teddy and Tom, in my opinion, with the goal kicking. 2 points, Tom Trbojevic, 100%. We saw what he did last year. He's probably not a great person to start with. He is absolutely killing. And 1 point, Tedesco, set for itself. Thanks for watching the video, and I appreciate the support. Happy super coaching.